Hi everyone! Today we'll be solving an easy Leetcode question. Given an integer array nums sorted in non-decreasing order, we want to remove the duplicates in place such that each element only appears once. Assuming we have k unique elements, we want to modify the original array such that the first k elements are in the original order. Finally, return k. So in this scenario, we want to modify the original array such that it will be 1, 2, and finally return k, which is equal to 2. Let's visualize the solution with this example. We start from the first index of the array as the reference element, and we create a count to keep track of how many unique elements there are in the array. Currently, there is one unique element. Then, we start checking from the next index of the array, which is index 1. If this check matches the reference, we move the check forward. Since 1 matches with 1, we move the check to 2. And now we check, since 2 does not match with the reference 1, we need to store this element at the same index of the count, which is index 1. The logic is, because this count actually tracks the number of unique elements. And currently, there is only one unique element stored at index 0. This means if we were to store 2 at index 1, which is actually the second index of the array, we are not overriding any unique numbers. Instead, we're just replacing the duplicate element 1. Finally, we need to increment the count to 2 since there are now 2 unique elements in the array. So from this we can see this count actually does not just store the number of unique elements, it also stores the index for new elements. Now we shift forward the check by 1 and shake forward the reference to where the check was. And we compare again. Since 3 is different from 2, we repeat the same process to store 3 at index 2, which is the last index for new unique elements. And we increment the count to 3 since there are now 3 unique elements. And we shift forward the reference and check again. So now, since 3 matches 3, we only need to shift forward the check. But as there are no more new elements in the array, we have reached the end of the loop. Finally, we need to return k, which in this case is 3 since there are 3 unique elements of the array. And we have successfully overwritten the original array to store the k unique elements in the first 3 indexes of the array in the same original order as they were present. This solution runs in O n time because we're only looking through the array once, and O1 memory because we're not using any other data structure to store the elements. Now, let's code out the solution. First, we initialize the count, which is also the index for new unique elements in the array. Then we initialize the previous element, which is the reference that we'll be checking against. We start from index 1 in the array. As long as there are still elements to check, we want to continue the loop. If this current integer does not match the previous element, we want to set it at the count, which is also the next available index for new unique elements. Then increment the count and update the previous element to this new unique integer. Finally, return the count for the number of unique elements in the array. There we go.